Well, let's dive in. First things first. Anybody got any objections, any hurdles, any obstacles with any customers? Anything I can do to help you get somebody over the hump and closed? Or is everything going perfectly with every customer and they're all easy?
No, that
That
would be awesome though.
would be
Italian.
great.
Did you talk to Alexis Robinson yesterday?
Alexis,
Yep.
yesterday, she is that an agent
Yes. Yep. She had asked you some questions about the property behind it,
behind?
about behind 718 Swiss.
Oh yes, yes, she called kind of later in the day. Yes.
Okay. Is Brock UTEC completely out on 718 Swiss?
He is not completely out. This is the one I was going to discuss with you guys. So once they brought the owners, so this is for a ranch hand. Once they brought the owners out, the owners think that the kitchen is way too small. So the ranch hand, the people that would actually live there, love it. However, the owner that would be buying it, it just she thinks the kitchen is way too small, and it's really just the storage. Long story short, they're doing a 1031 exchange, kind of end of January, so that's what they're going to be waiting on.
Okay. How serious was Alexis yesterday? Because she called me. I told her to talk to you. So,
She called
um,
again. Okay.
well,
Um,
she needed some clarification on a few things. But I was just, how serious is she about it? Because I mean, you could probably get both of them.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, I will reach out to her because I haven't heard back from her after the showing. She did a pretty late showing yesterday, but I need to follow up and see what the feedback is.
Okay.
Good deal. What this is confusing to me how this is laid out, by the way. I assume that's the living room, but there's not a photo like showing the living room. It's weird. Um, who shot these photos? Do you know? Do you know who shot these?
I would think that was Sam. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Sam.
Okay.
So the
Um,
living room, I mean, that's that third picture. That's because that's kind of where you're seeing the kitchen
yeah,
and
it's just a shot from the living room into the kitchen and not one from the kitchen into the living room. So I was just looking for that shot. That's all. Not the
right.
end of the world or anything. Not terrible. Um, okay, cool. So, how did so what do we need to do to move this person forward, do you think?
With the 1031 exchange,
Yeah,
that's the thing. I mean, I can't make larger kitchen, and they're buying a huge ranch, and that's where they'll be living. So it's just one of those things that it's not for them to live in, but
yeah,
they are buying it. So
gotcha.
just one of those things. And they looked a lot, and we are kind of the closest location to their ranch and probably some of the nicer homes they've seen out here. So I think we're still in the game. It's just they're very particular.
Yeah. Is there any other plan that we have that we could show them?
I tried to pitch them on the topaz, but that's just not what they're looking for. They want it to be a ranch. They want it to back up to the green space. So that's,
Yeah, I gotcha. Is
yeah.
there no opportunity to build from scratch in a lot that actually fits what they're looking for?
There is, but they're looking to do something.
Oh, they've got a
Different.
1031. Yeah, so they got a time limit. Yeah. Okay. Um, all right, good deal. Well, anything in particular that I can help you guys with, what certain areas of new home sales training that you're like, I wish I knew more about this area. Anything that I can
Yeah,
help with?
for me, I would say kind of learning more on what's under our our flooring, you know, because I had that question. It's like, well, I mean, I don't really know what's under that carpet. I can only guess. So it's just the nitty gritty things of that nature.
Yeah.
Like
So
and another thing, yeah, our concrete floor was poured. This was actually Brady, one of your houses in Ozark, that amethyst, and they were just curious why there are lines in the concrete, and I just said that's most likely for release, like a release valve or something. I don't know. So I just kind of
Lines
had
in the what do you mean lines in the floor?
like kind of like veins, I guess. I don't know. Just if you're looking at the concrete, it's got like it's like a perfect square. It's laid out. It's like a big old tile. And I
Oh,
don't.
those are I can't think of the correct verbiage. Just basically to take the pressure off the concrete to keep it from
That's
cracking.
I know what I was thinking. So yeah, just things of that nature. I don't know exactly our style of construction, and I would like to know a little bit more of those kind of little details, what we do and why we do it that way.
yep. Give me 1 second.
In retrospect, Natalia, you'll get a lot of questions like that. Those are really easy things to go. Uh, that's a great question. Let me figure it out for you, and wait until they ask again because they'll probably never ask again.
Yeah,
Just don't
and I
Very
worry.
answer it.
true. Very
I,
true.
yeah, that's a good one.
Like, I mean, because those things, like, it'll pop out to them. Like, I mean, it'd be like driving down the road. Why is the sky blue? You know what I mean? It really doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. They like the house. The bedroom's the perfect size, and they love the pantry. So those types of things you'll get all the time. But it helps to know them. But also, you can get too deep in the weeds on over analyzing those things and explaining a crack to somebody for 10 minutes about what it does, why it does it, whatever. It takes their sales brain out of it. Then they become too
Yeah.
analytical about stuff that they don't need to think about.
Well, I
Tell me if
tried to
I'm
turn
wrong,
it
Aaron.
into a good thing and say, you know, your house is actually going to obviously settle, and this is going to prevent all of the cracking and all of well, it's going to cut back on that, but eventually there's going to be hairline cracks here and there with time. But
Concrete is imperfect and it will always be imperfect. There is never a perfect slab of concrete ever, 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 ever. And if there is, they're liars.
The nature of the material with concrete is that I promise you it's going to crack. Promise you.
mhm.
It's just a matter of there are certain ways that it will crack that are good and are fine, and there are other ways that it will crack that are not good. So I 100% agree with what Brady just said about they're asking questions that don't matter a little bit. Um,
Mhm.
and, just this is a super overly generalized image here, but this is the difference between a slab and a crawl and
Mhm.
a basement. So ultimately, a slab is, your flooring material is sitting right on top of concrete. Okay. So if you
Mhm.
have LVP, it's on top of concrete on a slab.
Mhm.
If you have if you're setting it up as a crawl, then it's going to sit on top of a space that has some dugout excavated space underneath, and it's just not a full basement that's underneath. And then if it's sitting on top of a basement, it's literally a basement. So you've got that whole thing dug out and finished out, and then your concrete slab is underneath inside of the basement. Um, we lost Ashley. She was there for a split second. Um, and so let me grab you. I'm just going to show you some different images from your own drawings. So give me a second. Um, no, good new home sales training question. Good question, young lady. Um, okay, I'm going to pull a couple different plans. Hang on. I got the amber slab. I'm going to get the amber crawl space version. Almost there. And then the amber basement. Okay. So, oh, all right, let's go to the slab.